So in a few hours' time, I fly to Vancouver, which is super exciting. I've been planning the trip for a little while now, and I'll be going away for 6 weeks to Vancouver, Portland, Calgary, and even popping over the border to Montana for a little bit as well. And the reason I'm saying it to you as one of my scary things is because this trip is planned only about 6 months after I was just back home in Canada. And it's scary to me because I'm actually following through with trying to make my impossible possible by going on this trip. So I am determined that one day I will live a location independent lifestyle where I can work from anywhere in the world. And that means that actually I don't have to decide between living in Cambridge, UK and living in Vancouver or Calgary. I can live it all. And when I say this to a lot of people, they kind of chuckle at me and say, oh, wouldn't that be nice? But I truly do believe it's possible, and this is me trying to figure that out. So it's quite scary going back so soon after I was already there and doing quite a few different things. And it will be quite a challenge to kind of find the time to do my bits and pieces of work while I'm there. But I am absolutely determined to do it. My learning from making the decision to go is that it's putting something in the diary helps, essentially. So I told myself that I was going to go at the beginning of July because I wanted to go to this World Domination Summit in Portland. So stay tuned for that. And as soon as I had that in the diary, knowing that I also needed to be there for a good friend's wedding in the beginning of August, I knew that I had a trip on my hands. And from then, I was able to plan. So for me, I know a lot of people say take little steps. For me, it was take the massive step of actually booking it and working backwards so that I can help kind of figure out the details in between, really. My takeaway is nothing's impossible. I'm not quite living proof yet, but I'm hoping to be really soon. I want to live that sustainable lifestyle in multiple locations. So, what's your impossible? Maybe it isn't impossible after all. Surround yourself by people who think that whatever it is that is your challenge is actually possible, and you'll start to believe it, just like I am now. I started to believe it when I met someone who lived half the year in California and half the year in Cambridge. And all of a sudden, a weight was lifted off of my head because I realized that I didn't have to choose between the two places. So, takeaway is nothing is impossible. I'll see you on Thursday from good old, hopefully sunny Vancouver.